In a sad news, once again, we see a young child, a young person, taking away their life just due to social media.
A well known influencer, Misha Aggarwal, was popular on Instagram for her really relatable content.
She had these very interesting rants where she talked about day to day life and in a very, very nice and with a straight face in a very nice comical manner. Just before turning 25, 2 days before turning 25, she took away her life. Her sister posted on social media just 2 days ago clarifying that she's died by suicide. It's very sad because in her post herself, she very clearly says that her sister, younger sister, was consumed by social media. What was troubling her was the fact that her following on Instagram was dropping. All she wanted was to reach a 1 million tag, and she felt that that would not happen soon. She was a law student, she was pursuing her further education, so she actually had a very good career ahead as well, coinciding being a content creator. So she could actually do two things and have a wonderful life. She actually had made a brand of her own and she was pursuing that as well onto the side, brand called Mish. So it was not that she was not doing enough when it comes to somebody who is 24 years old, but all that was bothering her, was making her depressed, and she was very anxious about, was her following of her followers on Instagram. We cannot blame Instagram, we cannot blame social media, but what we need to do is to have a clearer understanding of what is happening. We all saw, we all watched, we all talked about the Netflix show Adolescent, and after that there was a lot of talk about what are kids watching, what are kids seeing, what are teenagers doing. But it's just not kids, teenagers. A 24-year-old is a grown-up adult. We have seen a lot of cases of anxiety, depression of people happening because of social media. Because you are living a straight life, which is your day-to-day life is being just with your phone or your laptop. That's about it. You're constantly onto that. Those are your friends. Those are the people. When you step out in the real world, you have none. We have heard this from a lot of people say, you have so many followers on Twitter, you have so many followers on Instagram, you would have so many followers on Facebook, you would know attach. But when it comes to a real crisis situation, you're standing all alone. And that's where depression hits in. That's where anxiety hits in. Because real connections, real friendships, real relationships are more important. Digital relationships cannot be counted or can't be considered as real relationships. And that's where we need and think about taking help. If you consider, like her sister very clearly said, she was trying to talk to her younger sister. She was trying to help her out, talk to her about it, try to tell her that, she has a bright future. And even if she's losing a couple of followers, it's not a big deal, which is the fact. It is not a big deal. If any one of you is losing a couple of followers or you're not trending the way you were trending, it's not a big deal. In real life, calamities can be a lot more. Therefore, digital calamities are not a big deal. But unfortunately, we don't want to address them. If we see someone go through it, we are like, oh, it's a phase. Don't consider it to be a phase. It could be a situation which would end up by someone taking away their life, what she did. Therefore, people should talk. They should engage. It seems like it's not my duty, but at the time when you feel that somebody is getting overconsumed, because overconsumption of anything is not good. So if you consider that somebody is getting overconsumed by a social media, reach out to them. If you feel a peer or a friend is getting bullied on social media, reach out to them. Tell an older person. If the person is old enough, ask for help. Ask for professional help. Nowadays, we see people talk about therapy. We see people talk about requirement and need for help. Do that. Do that for somebody. Because situations like these are just sad that we're living in a society where people would have over 300k followers but still feel lonely, still feel depressed, which is the sad thing. Because when you have so many people follow, when you talk about witty things yourself, but internally you're not happy, that's not a good space to be in. We feel really sad about anyone, being in such a space. Therefore, just talking about it, reaching out might just help. So if you see someone around, or if you tomorrow consider that you are alone, try and make an effort and reach for help to a doctor, to a therapist, someone who's professional. First, try reaching out to family, or either if you feel your family would not understand, try reaching out to your friends. If you consider that my friends and family will not understand my situation, go to a professional. Try to make that help. And if you see anyone around you not doing okay, try helping them out, because that is needed. We do not want people losing their lives or taking away their lives for something which is actually not a big deal.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.